With autumn just around the corner, I think it's time that I showed you how I make my most amazing easy carrot cake recipe, ideal for a spot of weekend baking. Don't mind if I do. First up, preheat your oven to 180 degrees centigrade fan, and you will need to grease and line a 22 centimetre tin. Then in a saucepan, place 100 grams of raisin along with 4 tablespoons of orange juice and gently heat until the orange juice disappears. This makes the raisins lovely, plump and juicy for your cake. Then you'll notice that I'm going to be using this. It's cold pressed rapeseed oil, the extra virgin cold pressed variety. It is fantastic from Hill Farm. And you can do lots of things with this. You can fry, you can roast, you can dress. And today, of course, we're going to bake. Plus, it's got some great health benefits too. So it's well worth buying this to make this recipe. And you're going to need 170 mils of this. As you can see, it's got that gorgeous golden colour, which really adds to the cake. Then add in 200 grams of light brown sugar, along with 3 eggs. And then what you're going to do is you're going to whisk that up for a few minutes. Then you're going to take 220 grams of self-raising flour, make sure it is in date, along with 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, along with half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda and half a teaspoon of baking powder. Again, make sure they're in date. Then 70 grams of desiccated coconut, and then pour in those plump raisins and 200 grams of grated carrot. You fold that in, making sure that everything is mixed in and that there's no pockets of flour. Turn it out into your tin, level off, and then you are going to bake it for around 55 minutes to maybe 1 hour 15. If it starts colouring a bit too much after half an hour, just pop some foil on. Continue cooking until it is properly cooked through, and then you want to turn it out onto a wire rack and make sure it's properly cooled down before you add any topping to it. To make the topping, it's 250 grams of soft cream cheese, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 100 grams of icing sugar, and you mix that through until smooth. Then you're going to place it on top of your sponge. I don't like to run it down the sides, I just like it on top, and if people want extra then they can add it themselves. Here's the walnuts going on. Yes, I don't add them into the sponge because people moan about them in the sponge, so I just pop them on top and then they can take them off if they want. Anyway, if you want the written recipe, you know where to go by now. It's my website, cookingwithemily.co.uk.